All right, guys. What is up, guys? Welcome, Crypto FUD. Hope you guys are having a freaking fantastic day today. Markets are absolutely getting cooked. Hopefully, we've seen the bottom, but who knows as of now. Whew. It's one of those days, guys. What's going on? Well, welcome. Hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. Let's just jump right into this, guys. Let's just get right into this. Let's address the elephant in the room. Jay's in the house. Jake, what's going on, guys? All right, so obviously Bitcoin right now is sitting at around 97,200. We've seen a dramatic, well, I'm not going to say crazy dramatic drop, but we've seen a big change from the last 2 days. Obviously, we were getting the markets just rolling again. Everything was going good, and we just see this massive red candle from hell pop up. Starting this morning, I don't know if it was last night, early this morning, or whatever the case is, but you can see as of today, we've just seen a massive drop in the markets. So far, we've dropped down all the way to about 96.2 so far on this pair right here for Bitcoin and USD. Couple things that we're going to point out here, but yeah, things just right now, I'm not going to say things look terrible, but obviously we saw a dramatic move. I think at the end of the day, before you start flipping out, understand that Bitcoin right now is sitting at $97,000+, right? So I mean, we're still in it, right? It's not like we've dropped down, and I don't even want to jinx ourselves, but we're still at solid numbers, right? We're still at solid numbers where everything is looking, still good. We just obviously we lost all the gains that we pretty much saw as of the last 2 days. So right now, like I said, we are sitting at around 97.2. We basically, I'm going to pull up a couple other charts for Bitcoin, but for this chart particularly, I just had one spot for some support, which I was like, we have to hold. We bounced off of this multiple times. That's the 97,000, pretty much where we're at right now, 97,200 to be exact, 97,180. That's exactly where I was like, we need to hold. We broke below, but it looks like we found some support. This is on the 2-hour chart for our 200-day moving average for the 2-hour. You can see that we're actually bouncing up and trying to retest this support level. Right now it is resistance. Hopefully we can flip over and we can at least get back up towards 98, maybe 99,000 by today or tomorrow, but we'll have to see. But I know a lot of people are like, what is going on right now? I know you've probably seen plenty of streams today on other YouTubers. I'm going to tell you, we're going to go through what exactly is going on, why the markets are looking the way they are. And also, when in doubt, zoom out. We're looking good. The stock market today also took a crap as well. It wasn't as dramatic as Bitcoin particularly, but the S&P down 1%, NASDAQ down almost 2%, Dow Jones a 0.5%, right? The VIX is up because of the volatility, and the DXY is starting to move up as well, right? All that is indications that this was not a crypto thing, guys. This was not a crypto thing. This was a full-blown market sell-off as of today. Gold is technically up slightly, which, that's going to tell you that something right now is spooking investors, right? You have the dollar moving up. You have gold moving up. When gold is starting to get into the green, that usually is telling you that investors are scared. They're moving the money out of the stocks, riskier assets, crypto, stuff like that, moving it into gold as of now. So we're going to explain why, what the hell is going on, and should you be worried? Should you be worried, guys? Lazy, what's going on, brother? Ricky's in the house. Jay said it's a small drop. Did you hold on? If a small drop did that to you, wait until the bigger drops come, right? Well, hopefully, I'm tough like bull. I've been around for a very long, well, I say very long time. I've been around for a while, right? I've gone through my shares of bear and bull markets, especially in crypto. But it just kind of threw me a little off guard, just because of yesterday. Yesterday's stream. Remember, we were talking about these bull flags, right? This one played out beautifully. We were painting another bull flag. Looked like we were going to be pointing towards that 105, 106 area. And then boom, it just literally broke towards the downside. This is why I always tell you guys, bull flags are great, right? But they don't 100% tell you everything that's going on. And they're not 100% certain, right? So that's why you always have to take it with a grain of salt, because, and this is, we had somebody come into the chat the other day and they're like, bro, TA doesn't work for crypto. This is why people like them come in here and say that, because you can sit here and you can have all the TA in the world and your TA can be good, right? But something can happen that's out of our reach or out of our viewing. Like we don't foresee what's going to happen, almost like a black swan event, and it can derail everything, right? And I said the same thing. I was like, well, bro, you can say that for the stock market too, right? To a certain extent. So it is what it is, guys. I think we're going to be fine. Like I said, this is a full-blown stock market and crypto move towards the downside for today. We'll see how it goes. What the F is going on? We're going to cover this real quick. Bitcoin dominance has spiked up to about 58% right now. You can see, gold's going up. Like I said, Bitcoin is coming down, but what's happening is people that are in, solely in alts are moving their assets over to Bitcoin because they're, alts are just, they're riskier assets on top of already being in a risky asset as far as crypto, right? If that makes any sense. So you're going to have people moving their alt positions, selling them, while you're seeing alts right now, particularly like Myro, and you have like a lot of other, basically across the board for alts, you're talking about a 10, maybe even 15% average of a downside move for alts, where Bitcoin right now particularly is down about 5%. Even Ethereum right now, guys, is down over 8% for today, right? Now, I wouldn't be worried. I would be worried if we didn't see such a dramatic move yesterday. But basically what we're seeing is everything that we gained yesterday, we pretty much lost, right? Not all, but most of it, right? You can see the last 2 days, we came off of a $91,000 move, ran up to about 102, and we've lost probably about 55% of those gains. So like I keep telling you guys, it seems like it's bad, right? But if you really zoom out, even in the last few days, last week, we still are technically up in the market. Alts are going to be the ones that are not looking good for today, right? And this is explaining why Bitcoin dominance is definitely up like crazy. I want to just jump straight into this article, guys. What is going on here? Why did Bitcoin and why did the markets crash today? So let's look into here. So let me see here. Yeah, this is the chart right here. So cryptocurrency prices retreated sharply on Tuesday, easing some of the gains made on Monday as concerns about the bond market intensified, right? So Bitcoin dropped 4%. This was as of earlier, reaching an intraday low of 97.7. Similarly, Ethereum, Ripple, and Solana fell over 5%. The decline aligned with the risk-off sentiment that extended across other financial markets, particularly in equities. The NASDAQ 100 index dropped more than 1% to 19,600, while the S&P fell 0.5%. These indices, heavily dominated by technology companies, tend to be more sensitive to risk sentiment. Popular tech stocks were also affected. Nvidia down 5% today, guys. Nvidia, that's the number one stock in the whole stock market, down 5% today, 5.4 to be exact, wiping out over 175 billion in market cap value. Tesla shares dropped 3%, while Supermicro Computer declined by 1.5%. The sell-off was likely driven by rising U.S. bond yields ahead of key economic reports, including the non-farm payroll data and Federal Reserve minutes. The 10-year bond yield rose by 1.7 to 4.7%, while the 30-year and 5-year yields climbed to 4.6 and 4.5% respectively. Rising bond yields typically signal expectations of a more hawkish stance from the Federal Reserve. At its December meeting, the Fed hinted at 2 interest rate cuts in 2025, fewer than previously anticipated. The minutes from that meeting, due on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, January the 8th, will provide further insight into the Fed's decisions. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies face additional pressure after a Labor Department report showed job vacancies surged to a 6-month high, driven by a service sector. The report precedes the official non-farm payroll data set to be released on Friday. A stronger than expected job report could reinforce the Fed's hawkish approach, as a tightened labor market could keep inflationary pressures elevated. Some analysts believe that the soaring bond yield could crash Bitcoin, alts, and other assets. In a recent note, Mark, chief economist at Moody's, warned that the rising deficit under Donald Trump could push yields higher. That, in turn, would lead to a rotation from risky assets like crypto to money market funds. So if you guys are wondering what in the F is going on, they're pretty much saying that the market right now is spooked. the market right now just got spooked, just got terrified, almost like what we saw. What was it last month when when Jerome Powell basically, we had the FOMC meeting, I believe, and Jerome Powell was talking about how Bitcoin could not have a federal, what was it, I'm losing my train of thought here, but basically a reserve as far as money, financial in the United States, held by the feds. When that happened, the markets took a crap, right? But on top of that, he also mentioned that instead of four interest rate cuts for 2025, that the feds were only looking at two, they were only going to do in quarter increments, right? 25 basis points. That's a big move compared to what they were talking about running a whole basis point throughout the year of 2025. So the markets also got scared for that. That was last month. Well, this month we come around and you guys can see that the markets are still on edge about all that and a lot more, right? They're on edge about the job reports that's going to be coming out, right? They're on edge if the feds are going to be a little bit more hawkish. What if the feds come out and say, listen, we decided we might not even reduce interest rates at all in 2025. Imagine how the markets are going to react, right? So this right here is the reason why, if you're wondering why in the hell are the markets, why did they take a crap today all together? Well, this is it right here. The markets we're kind of back in that stage where the markets are a little bit worried about what the feds are going to be doing, the Fed's future predictions for 2025, because they haven't really been clear. And on the last meeting that we had with the feds, like I spoke of just now in December, Jerome Powell is pretty hawkish, right? You have hawkish, you have dovish. Dovish is going to be more, we're doing great with inflation. We're going to be reducing interest rates by the boatload, right? That would be more of a dovish look. The markets would obviously rally off of that. But we got the opposite, right? We got the opposite where the feds are like, listen, inflation looks like it's kind of flatlined. We don't seem to be in a bad position, but we might throttle back on interest rates being reduced for 2025, given a lot of the data points that we've been getting, right? And right when the markets heard that, they're like, holy crap. All right. So that's what's going on right now, guys. Like I said, it is what it is, right? This is out of our, pay grade, as you can say, right? But as far as like Bitcoin and crypto right now, as far as alts, I know myself, I told you guys that, since we took this drop down here, I had been eating up a lot of these altcoins, right? Not a lot, but, my selection of alts that I've been buying today was no different. We saw a big drop. I definitely started to add, I added to my bag on additional, coins and stuff like that I've already been picking up on, right? It stinks. And even today for myself, I had to like literally talk myself into like hitting the buy button, because I'm like, bro, what if we keep going down, right? What if we keep going down? You don't want to be stuck holding on to this, you know what I'm saying? Or having, we don't know what the future is going to hold, right? And it stinks because I still do believe that we're going to see, we're still going to have one more enormous pump, as far as up until March of this year. But it's just like, it feels like every time we start getting back up and running, something else gets thrown like a curveball and the markets just take a shit. You know what I'm saying? I guess the only thing that makes me feel a little bit better about today is that it wasn't just crypto. It was the whole freaking market. I mean, if Nvidia's having a bad day today, guys, that something's, going on in the market. So that'll be my rant for that. I wanted to just jump in that article immediately just because I know even myself, I'm sitting here searching all over the internet, like, what is going on today? Jake said, sorry for spreading the FUD into the Discord today, brother. I am not built for crypto. I saw what you said, bro, and I was like, oh, Lord. I was like, here we go. Not like, I was just like, trust me, I understand, man. It takes some time, some thick skin that you have to build being in these markets, right? My only thing is I was pissed that I didn't open up a freaking short. That was my, you know what I'm saying? If I would have opened up a damn short earlier, like probably majority of the people that could see this coming, they're like, hell yeah, today's a great day, because they probably cashed out like bandits while, majority of the other markets either selling for losses or they're holding on for dear life right now, right? Owen said it's looking like a weak bull run. I don't know, bro. Are you kidding me? Bitcoin hit 108,000 so far, dude. I wouldn't say that. I think a lot of us, and I'm not calling you out, but I just think a lot of us forget, like how far we've actually gone in this run, right? I think a lot of us forget how much Bitcoin. I mean, look at this run right here. This is from the bottom of the bear, and look where we're at right now. I mean, this isn't right by no means is a weak bull run right here. This is a massive run that we've seen so far, right? Jake said, I didn't expect all this bearishness during the bull run. I am new to crypto and everyone hypes up the bull run so much. I am adjusting, becoming more open to volatility in bull run or not. I mean, Jake, you know what I always say, right? Obviously not financial advice, but I'm always saying, bro, as long as like myself, if I'm using funds that I don't need right now or anytime soon, yeah, it stinks. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to see your portfolio in the red. Now you know why I'm always telling you guys, when you're like, man, Crip, you sold. I'm like, hell yeah, I was up like crazy. I secured the bag. This is why right here. This is why I'm always, when I'm up, I'm taking those profits. I'm not going to let it sit there. I'm not letting somebody else take the profits from me, right? But, if you're not, a couple things. If you've been through it, you understand, and, it is what it is, right? You know that you're going to have the opportunity. The markets are going to go back up eventually. We don't have a time frame. Could be tonight, tomorrow, could be freaking months down the road. I'm not trying to scare you guys. I'm just saying that's how the markets are, right? We have no power over that. But as long as, and this is not financial advice, just my opinion, as long as I'm personally, I have to say I'm, right, not you, but as long as I'm using funds that I don't care about right now, like I don't need them right now to feed my family, I don't need it to house my family, I don't need it to anything like that. They're just basically collecting dust. There's no need for me to be emotional about it and make emotional decisions, right? Because when you start bringing emotions into your trading, you're going to get wrecked. You're going to get wrecked 100%. In days like this, will bring out emotions. It really will. Like I said, when I'm trading like today, I'm adding to my bag. I'm buying more ordinals today. I'm going to bring up the chart. And I'm like, even though ordinals is at a beautiful buy zone, right? It's literally still in my buy zone right now, right? And I'm like, whew. Like I'm buying in, and I'm even like hesitating to hit the buy button just because I'm like, I have so much ordinals right now, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, this is a beautiful opportunity, but at the same time, I'm like, man, it's hard to buy when people are scared, right? It's hard to buy when the markets are like this, but for me personally, right, it's always played out really well. Right, it's always played out well. The only thing that I would like today that I'm kind of kicking myself is that I didn't open up a short. Even when we dropped a little bit, I should have opened up a freaking short and rode this thing down. No diddy, and take advantage of the market on both ends. Right, no diddy on that one either. But I have my portfolio for long term. Long term meaning whenever I'm up like crazy, I sell. Whether that's a week or a year from now, whatever the case is, right. And also play in the market, running with the market, right? Running with the market. So if we're having a bad day, opening up a short and taking advantage of the volatility. I did not do that today. And by the time I was like, damn, I should open up a short, we already were down like crazy. So I was like, I'm not going to freaking open up a short now. I should open up a short right now and just show you guys that the market will probably explode right when I open one up. Open a short right now, we'll jump right up to 100K and get me liquidated, right? So... But definitely picked up. Someone was asking me yesterday about ordinals. And, I told him, I said, listen, I would have patience, right? This was yesterday when ordinals was up at like $30. Well, look at this. You definitely have a beautiful opportunity. Ordinals from its high yesterday is down 15, almost 16% today, right? So right back to where I started buying. So you know what I did? I even looked at my portfolio. I was like, holy crap, for my ordinals, I was literally like down $10 out of a big ass bag that I have, right? Because I was buying in. My buy zone is around this area that we really just dipped in slightly, but really I've been consuming when I get down, when ordinals gets down past that $25.40 mark. So definitely anybody that's looking at ordinals right now, in my opinion, not a bad time, guys. What's going on, brother? Monero said, I think until January 20th, the market will be choppy. I agree. I honestly do. And if you guys are wondering, you're just coming in and you're like, what's going on with the market? We did just cover an article. Go back real quick, and then you can hit the live button on the bottom, and it'll bring you right back to where we're at live. Go back and check out the article that we just checked. Obviously, or what we were talking about is right now the market is spooked. The bond market right now, bond yields are going crazy, and it's basically spooking the market. Gold is up, right? The whole stock market was down. Crypto market was down. It's just telling you the dollar, the DXY is up. This is all indications of a spooked out market right now. And basically a lot of people have, or they were moving their assets from riskier assets over to more secure, what they claim are more secure assets for right now. So MeX, what's going on, bro? What is going on, man? Ricky said, I lost all that and more. No more panic here. That's crypto. Old's in the house. Vitas, what's going on, bro? Happy New Year, man. Rocky, what's going on, bro? I'm from, you're in Florida, bro? I'm in Florida, too. What part of Florida are you in, man? Welcome, dude. I don't have too many, bro, we got to stick together. I don't have too many Florida people in here. Everybody that's in here is from up north. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, everybody around here is from up north or in Europe. Hey, Gino, what's going on? So, surprise, surprise, looking at the crypto bubbles today, guys. I was expecting all green. but, I'm just kidding. Look at this, all freaking red. There's two projects. There's two projects right now. BitGet token is up 4.5%, and Fast token is up 1.7%. All right, but look at across the board, nothing but red. When you pull up the weekly, though, guys. When you pull up the weekly, this gives you some hopium, right? The weekly, we are still in the green for a lot of projects. A lot of projects are still in the green. Coming back from that, because like I said, technically we did that bounce off of that 92,000. Alts started to come back alive in the last week. We've just seen a solid sell-off as of today, but we still haven't lost all the gains that we've seen in the last week or two. So it is what it is, guys. It's just one of those days. Right now, looking at the market cap, look at that, down 5.6% today for the market cap for the whole crypto space. Look at that. We ran up to about 3.6 trillion. We dropped down to about 3.4. So we've lost about 200 billion in the market as of today. That's literally just jumped out of the market as of today. So, I mean, it's one of those days, guys. One of those days. I'm looking to see for inflows for the ETFs. This is for yesterday, though, right? Oh, this is for the 5th. So they're 2 days behind. But you can see massive inflows were coming in. The market was setting up for some big, big moves. I'm sure all this is going to reverse as of tomorrow. We're going to start seeing outflows popping in for sure. And the fear and greed index delayed. Right now, we were at 66 greed. I guarantee tomorrow, when we check back in, this thing's going to be deep into the neutral, right? Deep into the neutral, for sure. So, Rocky, you're in Lauderdale. What's going on, bro? I'm over here in the Tampa area. So, welcome, brother. Oh, that's right. We got some Cali people in here. All right. We got people in Hawaii. Right, we got everywhere. I'm not saying that everybody's from up north. I'm just saying, if you notice, we don't have a lot of Florida people here. We don't have a lot of Florida people in the group. Another article, keeping the trend going, the bearish trend. Over $200 million liquidated in an hour as Bitcoin dropped below 100K. 200, and this right here, this can be contributed to why we saw such a steep drop so fast. Is when you have a lot of people going crazy on leverage trading, whether it's longs or shorts. If the markets go the opposite way, you have all this money that needs to be covered, right? So you have $200 million liquidated on longs. They were all basically selling off, or not them, but their positions were sold off as far as for Bitcoin, causing even more of a move towards the downside, right? And it happens vice versa, right? It was a long squeeze, you have short squeezes as well, right? So the cryptocurrency market saw a sharp surge in liquidations after Bitcoin's price unexpectedly fell below 100K today during early U.S. trading hours. According to CoinGlass data, approximately 206 million and crypto positions were liquidated within an hour. This is only an hour, guys. Imagine all day today when we get all the numbers. Following a sudden price drop across the market, Bitcoin dropped to a low of 97.2. See, this article is from earlier, with a 4% decline dragging the global crypto market cap down 4.5 to 3.4 trillion. Let's see here. The sell-off in Bitcoin prompted a weakness across the altcoin universe. Notably, Ethereum, XRP, and Solana all down more than 5% and 24 hours at the time of writing. Bitcoin traded around 97.6, Ethereum hovered around 34, and XRP around $2.32. I will say XRP, where's XRP at right now? 228. XRP is probably one of the I will say probably the stronger altcoins as of today that are really holding. I mean, it's literally sitting right at its 236 fib right now, holding at $2.28. So I mean, let's just say the markets retrace tomorrow and we're back up to like 99, 100,000. I wouldn't be surprised if XRP is right back up to where it was, like nothing even happened 12 hours later, right? Like you can see, it's definitely holding really well. Now, if we continue to see, more of a sell-off in the market or just a lot more bearishness in the market, confidence down, fear and greed index continue to drop, XRP is not going to be able to hold for too long. And I guarantee they're going to be breaking that $2 mark, getting below, if the markets, basically continue to move what they're doing right now. So Gene said, do you think Call will delete 3 zeros in the next bull run? I don't know, bro. Let's talk about that, bro, when the markets get back up and running, dude. Where is Call right now? $27 million market cap. Gene, you said 3 zeros. I mean, it could potentially. That's a massive move, bro. Like we always talk about with like 3 zeros on Milady. That would probably put like a Call up to like $1 billion market cap, right? So I'm not saying that it can't, but that would be a massive, massive move, in my opinion. So, but I'm watching Call actually. I'm glad you brought it to my attention because if this thing drops down to some certain levels, I wouldn't mind parking some money in there. I have a bunch of Crow right now sitting. I'll probably watch if we drop below the 786, which is somewhere around the 33. I'll probably start activating some buys on Call for sure. Did we finish that article? We didn't. So let's see here. So total liquidations in the last 24 hours reached 388 million, with over 206 million of that wiped out in a single friggin' hour. The bulk of these liquidations involved both long and short positions across major exchanges. While these figures are considerably lower than the single largest 24-hour or hourly liquidations seen this past month, it's still notable so far in 2025. Over the past 24 hours, more than 129,900 traders have been liquidated. The largest single liquidation order was on Ethereum position on Binance, valued at more than $11.9 million. Guys, listen. If you think you're having a bad day today, imagine whoever owns this wallet right here. They said the largest liquidation for today was on Ethereum, was with Ethereum, right? On Binance, they had a long on Ethereum. Valued, they lost $11.9 million. $12 million just today they lost. Holy shit. Holy shit. So if you think that you're having a bad day today, just understand there's probably people today that got absolutely wrecked today. Absolutely wrecked. Let's see here. So Bitcoin's sudden dip, which triggered a broader market sell-off, came in response to the latest U.S. microeconomic data. Crypto analyst Miles summed up the sentiment in a post on X. Let's see here. So TLDR on why the market is dipping. U.S. data came in hot, causing a bond yield spike. Remember, that's what we just talked about. ISM index higher than expected. JOLTS job opening increased. We're in the good data. The good data is bad data phase of the market for risk assets ahead of the FOMC meeting in 2 weeks. This brings up so much emotions, not emotions like I'm going to cry or anything, but you guys remember during the bear market when good shit would happen, like macroeconomic data would come out that would be like so great for the economy and the markets would take a shit, right? And we're like, what the everybody's like, what is going on right now? And we're like, all right, so bad news is good for the market. Good news is bad for the market. All right, got it. And then there was a transition after we got out of the bear market where it kind of flipped to where good news was good for the markets and bad news was bad. Now we're, like they said, we're in a good data is bad data phase in the market again, where basically, job openings increased, right? More jobs out there increased, but it actually is bad for the market. And you're wondering, why the hell is it like that? Well, it's because Jerome Powell and them, they want to see the, they want to see, we talked about this, remember 6 months ago when the unemployment rate spiked out of nowhere up to like 4.3, 4.4%, somewhere around there. It went from 3.5 and it jumped up within like months up to about 4.2%. And that was something good that the FOMC, that Jerome Powell wanted to see. Well, it happened too fast. It's kind of scared, I think, the Feds that it could spiral out of control out of nowhere if they didn't get a hold of it. So, they started to throttle back, right? Because he said this from like 2 years ago. We need to see unemployment come up a little bit. This is what's going to cause inflation to come down, right? Unfortunately, more people lose their jobs, the less demand there is out there. There's less money out there flowing around, which brings inflation down, right? It's crazy. I know it's crazy to think, but this is what they're thinking. So today we're seeing job increases, right? The job openings increase. They're actually, it's spooking the markets because now they're thinking, well, shit, if there's more jobs out there or more people are if unemployment's going to start coming back down, the Feds might have to get a little bit more hawkish and might have to crush the economy a little bit more so that unemployment kind of comes back up so inflation doesn't spike back up, right? That's the train of thought that a lot of investors are thinking, that they're trying to think of what the Feds are thinking, right? I know it sounds crazy, but this is part of why the market is doing what it's doing today and why riskier assets are basically selling off, right? So I know I'm like thinking back of what I just said. I'm like, I'm even confused here. Like, can we just like all make money? Sheesh. Should have opened up a short today, guys. Should have opened up a short. Twan, what's going on, bro? Hola. Ricky said, buying at a good price is nice play, but selling is where the money is made. Exactly. Twan said, any good place for long-term on AI projects? That's a good question, bro. Bro, AI. What is going on? AI. It's like everywhere, dude. On Solana, you can't freaking go anywhere. I'm going to click into Solana. I haven't looked, but I'm guaranteeing the first like 5 projects are going to be something AI. Look at this. IAI, Feetcoin, that's not AI. AI21, right? AI with hat. It's actually not too bad today, but it seems like everything right now is freaking AI, right? So the question is there any good AI projects to keep an eye out on? Well, the 2 projects that I usually, and there's 3 projects that I'm kind of looking at. You guys already know the 2 that I already always talk about. One of them being Fetch AI, right? I think Fetch is going to be probably, and it already is pretty much the leader as far as AI projects in crypto. If you guys, I always have to toot my own horn on this one, no Diddy, but I personally was oh man, I just moved my favorite tracement. I personally was screaming to the hills that this was a beautiful buy when Fetch dropped down. Not right here. Where are we at? Back in the bear market. You can go back if you want to scroll for like 3 hours on my videos. We were talking about Fetch AI when it was at like 15 to like 20 cents. And this is where I accumulated a bunch of Fetch AI. I did sell off when we ran up a little too early, right? But Fetch AI is a great AI project if you're looking for it. It's a little bit bigger on the spectrum as far as like market caps, but definitely a big solid project. They did just have that merge recently with like a few other AI projects to become one. So they are pretty much dominating the AI sector for now. Another project that I would say that I keep an eye on, this one's very small, but has a big community and they have some solid stuff going for them, is ALI, right? ALI is a small market cap AI project that will perform really well when the AI sector is doing really well. So you can see as of late, right? When was this? This was back in early December, right? So last month, ALI had jumped up to about 20 or 2 cents, 2.3 cents. Just before that, it was literally trading at like a fraction of a penny. So this thing had ran up hundreds of percent in like the last like few weeks. 230% it ran in about 4 weeks. This was last month and it has retraced since then. This project I like to keep an eye out on because the market cap is relatively small. So there's a lot of potential there. You can see market cap $88 million. So under $1 million AI project right here. This is an Ethereum based project. They are traded on some solid bigger central exchanges like crypto.com. You have MEXC, Gate.io, stuff like that. They're not really on anything like the top tier like Binance or Coinbase or anything like that yet. But I would definitely keep an eye on it. This project, not financial advice. Me and Ricky were talking about this the other day. I personally, if I do buy back in on ALI, it's usually down. I like to buy well under a penny, right? So I would probably activate my first buy orders, anything below like the 92 area right here or below on ALI. Not financial advice, but I would keep an eye on that. Usually when it drops down to there, you're talking about a 60 to $70 million market cap for this project, which is like a micro market cap on AI. So, and then the other AI project that I would bring up and I would say maybe check out is the new where is it right here? AI16Z. This project right here dropped recently and it's been doing really well. I want to say this market cap is at 2 billion. What is what's Fetch AI at nowadays? I can't believe I sold my Fetch AI. I spell this wrong here. There it is. Oh, Fetch is at 3.5 billion. Bro, I was buying Fetch. I'm not even bullshitting you guys. You can go look at my videos from like 2 years ago. I was buying Fetch when I was at like $100 million. Somewhere around there. I think it was a little bit under 100 million. Something crazy. Was just picking them up so cheap during the bear run. Or the bear market. But this is a Fetch, $3.5 billion market cap. The other one, AI16Z, it's up there, 2.1 billion. But this thing has a lot of buzz. A lot of people have been keeping an eye on it as far as the project. It just dropped recently, and you can see it's not even really trading on any major exchanges as of now either. That's what's crazy. Like most of this market cap was built up off of through Solana, swaps, Radium, Jupiter, and stuff like that. So I can only imagine if they continue to do what they're doing, they get onto Binance or Coinbase or something like that, they'll probably run up to like 10 billion fast. Not financial advice, just my opinion. So Ricky said, "Where's your Fetch at, bro?" I sold it, bro. You know how I am, man. So I was buying in. I'd say like my average price was around like 18 cents. And I freaking sold when we ran up. Like we had a crazy run to like 60 cents, bro. And I didn't realize that we were like out of the bear market. And when we ran up, this is this first like crazy run, right? We ran up and I freaking sold. And I was telling myself we had dropped back down to like 50 something cents. I was like, I should buy back in. And I was like, nah, I just sold at like 70. I was like, I'm not buying back in at 50. This thing's going to come back down. And look what it did. It ran up to $3.50, bro. This was like a $100,000 move that I didn't get. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I didn't make some good money off of it because I did. But yeah, definitely missed out on like a freaking 10x off of that. So it is what it is, right? But I always tell you guys, you can't go broke taking profits, right? You're just gonna get a little mad at yourself if you if the thing continues to run after you sell. So it is what it is, right? But guess what? When we go through that bear market again, and you know it's coming, guys, right? Hopefully we have some time ahead of us, right? And we get that one more last stretch, one more last big move, and then it's going to be just planning for the bear market whenever this damn thing comes, right? And we're going to be going through all that again, right? Where these cheap ass prices, things that you never will think. You should remember, Solana dropped down to freaking $7 during the bear market. $7, guys. I always go talk about that. $7 freaking Solana. XRP was at like 30 cents, right? I mean, you can go down. The Bitcoin dropped to 15,500. Yeah, my fetch is in the same place as your ordinals, bro. Someone was like, I sold that, and someone grabbed it from me and was like, yeah, I definitely would take this from you, Crip. Yeah, have a great day, bud. And then he sold it at 350. But it is what it is, right? Like I said, as long as you're making profits, you can't really be too upset about it. So can't be too upset about it. What's going on with DeFi today? What's any good moves or anything going on right now? DeFi, I mean, in the red, other than like new projects that are running, right? Like new projects that are dropping as of right now, like, you know, in this very minute and hour and today, everything pretty much is in the red for DeFi for today. Maniki's down like crazy. If you ever were waiting for a freaking beautiful time to jump in on Maniki, not Financial Vice, it is looking so. I mean, I picked up more today. I picked up some more Myro today. You guys know that. Definitely picked some of that up. I was keeping an eye out on RNA. Oh, it dropped down. Damn it. I was like, when it drops down, remember yesterday I told you guys, I was like, if this thing comes down to this 38 level, I'm going to pick up a bag. It looks like it dropped down real fast. Someone dropped it down. They're like, hurry up and buy. Crip's supposed to buy in. And it looks like it's had some kind of a bounce as of now. So, I mean, I'm going to keep an eye on it. But RNA, another project that I'm kind of keeping an eye out. This thing has dropped down like crazy in the last like week or two. So I have a feeling if this market can kind of retrace itself, you'll probably see a nice little move. I don't expect RNA to run up to any of these prices up here. But I don't think you guys understand that if this thing just bounces up to this, like this blue line right here, you're probably talking about a 200% move. Let me see. It's not going to give me my percentage. But this is probably like a cool, nice little 2 or 3x right there. So Mario says, everybody buy Elon. Dog Elon, I believe is what he speaks of. Crypto Ricky said, what happened to Roar? We didn't see them, guys. Bro, where is Roar? Oh, did I? Well, you know what happened on mine is, remember like a month ago, they freaking, not them, but Deck Screener, like restarted all my watch lists. So I haven't had, unless, did something happen to that project? It's right here. Let's see. Yeah, they haven't come back in a while. I just realized that. They haven't come back in a while. I mean, the project's not doing terrible. It's not really, it's not like it, like, I was thinking, I was like, shit, did this thing, like, just disappear? I mean, it's not doing terrible. They're going through it, though, right now. I will tell you, because look at the volume, right? Look at the volume. It's only at 3,500, and there's only 13 makers for today. So, I mean, the volume has dropped considerably for today. I guess I'll put it on the watch list, back on the watch list if they pop back up. What was that project that people jumped in yesterday that were shilling in the chat? Do you guys remember? Did I save it? What was the? Oh, wasn't it like SOH or something? You guys remember yesterday they were everybody, they came in shilling like some project. What was it? Wasn't it like SOH? Yeah, it was. Got good memory. Jake said SOH looks like, yeah, there was actually, we had a couple groups come in, right? Didn't we? Hey, they all came through and slapped a like. You know what I'm saying? They showed support, so I can't even be mad at it. Oh yeah, they sent a super chat. You can't be mad at that, right? Can't be mad at it. What I don't like is when people come in and they're just shilling their project over and over. I'm like, bro, I have to like mute them. Like, you can't talk in here anymore. So I mean, this product doesn't look. I mean, I don't know. It had a 20% drop since yesterday. Like I told them yesterday, their volume and stuff like that needs to pick up if they want to. But I mean, today's a rough day, right? Today's a rough day, so you can't even really, you can't really nitpick, right? You want to pull up anything else? What the hell is this Sonic? $1 billion in volume. Jake, so much. Thank you so much, brother, for the $5 super chat, bro. I appreciate that. Said one day all of us will be rich. Thanks for the stream, Crip. Hey, man. Gotta wipe a tear out of my eye, bro. Appreciate that. My boy came through with that nice. We needed all that. We needed that, Jake. Appreciate that, brother. I really do. Thank you so much for the support, man. Cocktoshi in the house. What's going on, bro? Perseverance will pay off. It will, man. Like I said, you got to go through these days, right? You got to go through these days. You can't have just green days all across the board, or everybody would be in crypto getting rich, right? You gotta have days like this where, and you wish it could worked out like that, where just everybody got rich in crypto, but unfortunately, it's not like that. You're right. So it's not like that. But we have to have days like we have today. You know, but I think what's crazy is people are forgetting just what we came from just from 2-3 days ago. You know, last week, Bitcoin was at 92K. You know, yesterday we saw such a massive run up, you know, that like today's sell off just, it feels worse than what I think it really is, you know? Thank you again, Jake. I do appreciate that, brother. I do appreciate that. Guess I can get rid of this bull flag right here. Didn't play out. Can't believe Myro's down 14%. Freaking crazy. But I'll take it, bro. That massive freaking red candle. Just accumulating, that's all I'm doing. Look to see if there's anything else. If there's nothing else, guys, I mean, that's pretty much it, right? Not going to beat a dead horse over here. What I would say is tomorrow we do have more macro numbers dropping, just like in the article said. Looks like tomorrow we have the FOMC minutes dropping, so I still expect there's going to be more volatility, right? And then we have non-farm payrolls and unemployment rate dropping on Friday. That's going to be on Friday the 10th. So those are going to be a couple other things that we do have in front of us, right? That are basically just going to keep this week volatile, right? It's going to be a very volatile week. If we do see any, moves towards the upside, I think it's going to be short-lived for right now, just because, we have a lot of uncertainty in the market, right? Unfortunately, right? With the unemployment numbers coming out and really the FOMC minutes, which I think the FOMC minutes is dumb, right? This is basically just a recap and anything that they might have changed from the last meeting. I don't see anything changing as of now. So I think it's really just going to be unemployment and the job openings is really what's going to be kind of causing the volatility for the next few days. So we make it past the next few days, guys, and I think we're going to be all right. Before I even say that, let's see if we have anything going on for next week. I don't see anything. The FOMC meeting, when is that? Let's pull that up. All right, so the FOMC meeting's in 3 weeks. So that's going to be at the end of the month here. So we don't have to really worry about that. It's going to be on the 29th of this month. And it looks like, obviously, the whole market is calling for some kind of a pause as far as for interest rates being reduced. So, which I can kind of see that happening as of now, unfortunately. Ricky said, I want to buy more, but I'm waiting on a bigger dip. I hear you, bro. That's the struggle. And like I said, what I just said, I think you're going to have some time because, like I said, we have the FOMC minutes dropping tomorrow, right? And then we have the unemployment dropping on Friday. So I think, the next few days, you're probably going to have more time. And if it does look like the markets are, we just jumped up to 98K, I think it's going to be short-lived. And we're probably going to come, we're kind of going to be teeter-tottering around where we're at right now. Hopefully, right? I'll tell you this. Today wasn't the best day, but you guys don't want to see more of a sell-off, right? So if we can at least just hold around these areas right now, I think we'll be all right. Take it in. We're at $97,000, guys. It's not the end of the world. We'll be all right. If anything, imagine, just hear the scenario out. We're at 97K. Next week, we start rebounding, right? And we start moving back up. Bitcoin's back up 100K, back up to 100K. What do you think alts are going to do? They're going to probably retrace fast. But right now, in my opinion, you're given this beautiful opportunity to where you can buy in on some of these alts at 10, 15% discounts, right? That you saw just yesterday. So in my opinion, I feel like there's some really good bargains out there right now. But I'm just like Ricky. It's kind of like you're on the fence. Should you buy more right now? Should you wait? That's why I always just say for myself, I'm just DCAing, right? I already have solid bags, solid foundations at good prices. I'm just small increments, slowly but surely, just dollar cost averaging in and just letting everything play out, right? So I might even, I might even take myself off the charts for tomorrow. Yeah, right. I'll be watching the hell out of these charts. So. What are you saying? So hold on, because what is this Sonic SVM right here? What is this? Does this have? You said Sonic. Does this have anything to do with Phantom? Where the hell has Flip been? What's going on? Flip hasn't been around in the streams, at least. I see him in the Discord. Oh, okay. It's going to be converted 1-to-1. So then what the hell is this Sonic SVM right here? It's up 82% right now, and the volume's at over $1 billion right now. It looks like it's a Solana-based project, too. That's what's crazy. And I don't have any news on this. Like, what's going on? What do these people know that we don't know? Hey, pup. My dog just woke up. Yeah, look at this. What is this? Let's see here, guys. Let's do some investigation. So Sonic is the first SVM chain to launch on Solana for games and applications. It is powered by Sonic Hypergrid and a framework for orchestrating optimistic Solana rollups. Sonic is the home of Sonic X, industry's first Web3 TikTok app layer designed to onboard the next billion users. Follow the events on our website and X. That's crazy. But yeah, Phantom definitely is seeing a little bit of a sell-off. What's Phantom's market cap? So you said that Binance suspended trading for Phantom? Freaking market cap's still at $2 billion though, bruh. That's crazy. It says Phantom is now upgradable. For more information, please refer to this page. Let's see. You can now stake Sonic on MySonic Staking. For S involves a 14-day waiting period if you choose to withdraw. At Sonic's launch, the total supply is 3.17 billion. Corresponds to the total supply of 3.17 billion Phantom. Yeah, so it's a 1-to-1 as decided by multiple governance proposals. The additions below will gradually be implemented into the tokenomics on the S token. An airdrop, an additional 6% of the 3.1 billion S will be minted 6 months after Sonic's launch, exclusively used for the airdrop program, rewarding both Phantom, Opera, and Sonic users and builders. The airdrop features an innovative burn mechanism that reward active participations and gradually reduces the total supply of tokens. Well, that's interesting. Ricky said this shit's going at least to $8. Ricky's like, I'm all in on this one. One of the comments on here says, why are people scared? Phantom is literally rebranding to a faster network where everything is better. Well, we'll see how it happens. We'll see how it works out. We will see how it works out, man. I was kind of hoping Phantom was like a lower market cap. I was like, I might buy in on that. $2 billion. I don't know. Not that it's, bad, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know, bro. I don't know if I'm going to do that. Hold on. My dog's like, bro, come on. You need to go outside. So you can see with Bitcoin right now, this is on the 2 hour. We're basically, we found some support on the 200-day SMA right here. But this is on the 2 hour. So this is not the daily 200 moving average. But you can see we found some support, but we keep basically, we're hitting our head at that 97.2 area. What is this exactly? 97,150 is exactly where it's at, where we keep hitting our head. That's a big spot that was support that is kind of flipped over to some resistance as of now. So we'll see how it all plays out, guys. I'm not expecting us to really go crazy, and if we do, I'm expecting it probably to not retrace, like crazy down, but just kind of give you those, that consolidation kind of mode where it's just basically we're going to chop for the next few days as we get the FOMC minutes over with and the job reports and unemployment rate. So, but we'll see how it goes, guys. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm going to let you guys go. I appreciate every single one of you guys tonight. Keep your heads up, guys. Keep your heads up. We're going to be all right. Remember, Bitcoin is at 97K, right? As long as Bitcoin's holding some solid numbers, yeah, it is choppy. Yeah, we lost a lot of our gains from yesterday, but if you look at it with like kind of a glass half full kind of thing, you're getting some cheap prices on some of these projects, right? If you honestly think that we're going to rally up again, like I do myself, I still do think that we're going to top out somewhere around March, like I've been saying. I still do think that we have a big move ahead of us. We just don't have a lot of time, right? So this next move is probably going to be epic. It's going to be fast, dramatic, right? And I want to make sure that I take advantage of it to the max and we get ready for this bear market that's going to be coming. So with that being said, guys, I thank you so much for everything. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe. Have a wonderful night, and I will be back here tomorrow. All right, guys? All right, see ya. Oh, Ricky, I will. I'll check it out. All right, brother. All right, man. See ya.